It's a different day again today. It's been quite warm the last couple of days, but today is quite chilly. In the wind it's quite chilly. But I thought I'd go for the walk through the woods behind my house. And surprisingly, there's still a number of people walking through. Most have got dogs, a couple of runners, a couple of people on bikes. I picked a card this morning for a friend. I said I pick a card most days for her, and it was the awakening. And what are you awakening to? Now the concept is, or one of the ideas is, that you're coming to terms with everything you want to do, everything you need to do, all the answers and all the questions you have, you already know. And it's that we ignore the gut feeling. A lot of the awakening is based on instinct and intuition, and people are very good. There are people who are very, very good at intuition and gut feeling and reading the situation. Or I had a friend, I was making a cup of tea, and she had a big box of several flavoured teas, and I put one out of the box and she said, yeah, that'll do. Okay, she was in a different room, I was in the kitchen. I pulled a tea bag out of the box, and as soon as I pulled it out of the box, she said, that will do, and she told me what one it was. How she knew that? I don't know. Gut feeling, intuition? Yeah. There's things which we don't understand, and because we don't understand it, we ignore it. And because we ignore it for so long, we don't see it. Energy healing. Now, energy healing. So, my favourite joke is Paddy and Murphy. And when Murphy got home, Paddy said, so how'd it go? Murphy said, I went to a spiritualist church, and they were doing a healing demonstration. This is absolute rubbish. Don't go. Didn't work. Rubbish. Paddy said, really? It was that bad? And Murphy said, oh yeah, it was absolute crazy. This guy was up at the front waving his hands around, saying mumbo jumbo. And even the guy in the wheelchair stood up and walked off. He thought it was so bad. Take from that what you will. I didn't think much about healing. All I've seen about it is what I've seen on TV. The faith healing. And if you have faith, it will heal. Okay, so going in deeper, you got the placebo pill and the real pill. And studies have shown that a high percentage of the people on the placebo pill have improved, have got well. So it's, if you're in the right frame of mind, your body can do anything. So going back to healing, I've had an operation on my shoulder, and for the past 18 years now, it's ached. I've always had a constant ache in that shoulder. The painkillers I take, they don't make any difference anymore because I've taken so many over time. They just don't do anything. And my friend said, would you like some healing? See if we can improve it. Yeah, okay, whatever, Of course it's going to work. Yeah, I've seen it on TV, it's very, that's going to work. 10 minutes later, the aching, it's a deep, constant ache, and that ache had gone, and I've not had it back. Now that was April time last year, and it's now April time, that's a year ago. I was so impressed. I said, I've got golf elbow and tennis elbow. And I asked if she could heal my golf elbow and tennis elbow. She says, yeah, I'll send you some remote healing. Okay. Remote healing. Yeah, why not? You know, this other healing worked. Of course it's going to work, you know. Remote healing. So I was driving my car, and I had a friend driving with me, and I could feel the heat coming off my elbow. And I called her up that evening and said, did you do the remote healing? And oh yeah. Okay, well, I was driving and I felt it. She wasn't happy that I was driving. But again, a year ago, and I haven't had any... no, I'll tell a lie. I've had an ache in my elbows, but it's only lasted minutes. It's only lasted minutes. It's not been constant like it had been. And that's over a year ago. So I was intrigued by healing. And right, okay. So I know a guy, Brian Walker, from Gosport. He runs a healing workshop, and I attended the healing workshop, and after I qualified, I told one of the guys at work that I've done this workshop, and he's very interested. You know, he's very open to alternatives, as it were. So I told him that I've done this healing workshop, and he said, "Oh right, can you heal my RSI? I've got RSI on my wrist." Nah, I can't. Nah, I've only just done the course. Oh, can you? Well, I'll have to do it when I get home. When I go home. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But yeah, okay. So on the Friday, I asked him how it was, and he said, "Oh yeah, it's still hurting." Right, okay. So on the Monday, I went in and said, "How's your wrist?" He goes, "Well, actually, it's been okay for the last couple of days." Now I sat down, and what I performed, what I thought was remote healing, and I sent him healing. And when I went in on Monday and said, "Oh no, I haven't had any pain for a couple of days," is that because of what I did? Or is that a coincidence? I don't know. So the awakening is the acceptance that, for one, you can't control anyone. You can only control yourself. And wanting to control someone else and it doesn't work will only hurt you. You feel you're no good. You feel you have no purpose. If you were supposed to help someone, then they would let you do what you need to do. And that can be seen as a controlling circumstance. So first you have to accept that you can only control yourself. You cannot control anyone else. You can make suggestions, and if they act on your suggestion, brilliant, well done. If they ignore your suggestion, don't worry. It's not because they don't agree with what you say. They might do. It's just that they might not have time to act on your suggestion. They might be doing it, but in a slightly different way. So you have to accept that you can't control anyone. You have to accept that happiness is found inside. You provide your own happiness. You don't look for happiness in someone else. Because if you look for happiness in someone else, you'll always be looking, because they'll never be good enough. So meditation. Have you done meditation? I didn't. I never have until February, March time last year. And since then, until November, December, I did guided meditation. And yeah, it changed me. It had such a calming effect. I chant mantras. A mantra is a phrase you say time again. And that's all it is, you just keep repeating it. A mantra goes back to hundreds of years ago, where if the woman was pregnant, she would recite a mantra when something positive happened. Once the baby was born, the family would be reciting the mantra. Every time something positive happened through the baby's childhood, they would recite the mantra every time it was positive. So to raise that child's spirits, to make him happy, to bring him back into a happy place, all he had to do was recite that mantra, and that would put him back into a happy frame of mind. Didn't have that when I was born. Western culture at the time didn't happen, but I listen to mantras when I'm driving, and they do have a calming effect. That's half the reason I've got a sore throat, because I kind of shout to them when I'm driving, which may seem a bit weird, but that's me. So all of this all ties in with the awakening, the acceptance that we define our lives, and once we've accepted that, we can then look at how our lives are, how we can look at the positive side of everything we do, how we need to look at the positive side of everything we do. So the awakening for me is the acceptance that this is happening, this is going on around me, knowing that there are greater things happening, and that we can all tap into it, we can all listen to it. We've all got intuition, we've all got gut feeling, we've all got this inside of us. We are all psychics and mediums. Although you might laugh at that, you might think, oh, it's stupid, that's a silly thing. No, it's not. Everyone's had the sensation of someone, a chill go out the back their spine. Everyone's seen something out of the corner of their eye and looked to see what was there, and there's nothing there. A lot of people don't talk about it because they don't want to be seen as being strange. A lot of this is frowned on. Oh, that person's weird, that person sees people, that person... But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. Once you've concluded or come to the conclusion that they have no bearing on your life, you should have people in your life who enhance it, but not be the sole provider for an emotion, for love. But even that is a strange concept to people. And this is going to go on for a long time, so I'm going to call it a day there. Well, I must be coming up to my allotted time on video, so let me know what you think about this video, because the ideas and the concepts can be very deep and far-fetched, but if you believe in it, it makes so much sense. And for some people, it's reality, it's their life, and that's how they make their lifestyle, where they're living. Have a good day. Be safe. Take care.